Всем привет! Продолжаем проходить GreedFall. Привет, скат. Блин, геймпад. Не подрубил. Так, у нас сейчас побочка нового напарника осталась. И потом сюжет. Может, сегодня даже закончим. Наивный. Квест надо взять. Стоп, ну я же вроде... и да, я не принял, потому что у меня другой напарник с квестом был. Да-да-да-да-да. Так. Эта лока, по-моему, даже не вся изучена. Да, я только начал ее изучать. Так, это чуваки жесткие, надо аккуратнее. Сказал я и тут же отъехал. Хотя алхимия вообще мне, получается, не нужна. То есть она нужна была в начале по паре квестов сделать зелье. И на этом все. При этом некоторые зелья можно было купить. И что нельзя, первого уровня бы хватало. То есть алхимию я делал в надежде, что я буду делать банки для хила там и прочего. Но теперь у меня есть имбовая хилка, и алхимия не нужна.
You were lucky. Without our presence here.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought you to us at this time.
Ewan, I was touched. I am hurt.
Oh no! Morian!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this young woman does not have long.
And we are too far from the village to seek help. How are we going to save her?
I know a potion that will erase the effects of the venom.
I have a vial of it in my bag. Hold on.
Thank you. truly the best winds that brought you to us.
Here, drink this.
Don't worry. It'll heal you.
You can trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Morian, what do you feel?
I feel the pain leaving me.
She is saved. You have great wisdom. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey. You have saved Morian.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you.
You are different from other Renaigse. You know the potions. But what were you looking for here?
We came to study this place, the carvings in particular.
This is one of our places of ritual. A place of connection. What do you hope to learn from our carvings?
I seek to understand the mechanisms of your transformations. I think these carvings could help with this.
You seek the secrets of the Donegada. You should speak with Armal.
Yes, his name is Dunkas. He is also our Donegad, and his wisdom is boundless.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all your questions, Afra.
Let us go then. We will have time to discuss on the way.
I have so many questions about this place, about the rituals that take place here.
По-моему, это первый тумба-юмба, которого я вижу, который лысый. По-моему, все с волосами были, либо с чем-то на голове. А еще он сказал Дункан, а в субтитрах было Данкан.
These Renaigse saved my life.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle in Kerganau, and we were attacked. Morian was poisoned, and they gave her a potion.
Really? We are not yet used to the Renaigse doing something without expecting something in return. You should go and meditate now. I have to talk to them.
They are different from the others. Oh, I'm sure of it.
I hear your gratitude, Morian. It honors you.
В смысле Дункас, да. Ну там в субтитрах было Данканс, я просто это забыл. Окончание.
Thank you for saving Morian. It was a kind gesture.
Please. We couldn't let her die without doing anything.
This feeling brings you honor. But what were you doing near our sacred circle in Kerganau?
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to study the circle to better understand your culture.
Loyans always want the same thing. They covet our secrets to better steal our land, to better hurt our children.
Calm now. Perhaps this lioness is different from the others. Maybe we were wrong about them too.
I'm not trying to conquer your island, let alone hurt anyone. I just want to know.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring peace, but to which I cannot answer alone. I cannot reveal such secrets without seeking advice from the other Donegada. But in order to thank you for saving one of our daughters, stay with us tonight. Eat and celebrate life. Maybe by sharing this joyous moment, you will learn something.
We accept your invitation. Isn't that right, Desade?
Of course. Thank you for welcoming us, Dunkas.
I'm sorry. You look disappointed.
I did not expect your Donegad to reveal all its secrets to us, but I would have loved to learn more.
Perhaps you should be patient. It takes years to understand the mysteries
Привет,
of the
Джон
Donegada.
До
And since you are
видел.
staying with us tonight, it will be an opportunity to continue learning.
That's what I hope.
Кажется, у Аркании конкурент
Thank you
появился.
for welcoming us tonight. We had a good time.
Yes. It was very enlightening.
We are glad that you stayed with us. We too have learned from you.
Your face brims with thoughts, Afra. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Probably just tiredness.
We should all rest. It has been a long day. May your dreams be wonderful.
Good night.
May the moon watch over your dreams.
Is something wrong?
Dunkas wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw
К
one of the
сожалению,
girls
нет.
sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something from us?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their knowledge with us, let's try to follow them.
I don't like it one bit, Afra. If the elders and Dunkas are gone, then we have no right to follow them.
In that case, why don't you explain where the transformation comes from?
It's not something that can be explained that easily. You have to believe to understand. You are not capable.
I see. So we will discreetly follow these people, since this is the price of knowing.
В смысле минус репутация? Ну ты чего?
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Ее с собой в пати, что ли, не брать? Я надеюсь, выше дружбы ничего не будет. То есть мне не нужно будет репутацию фармить, а достаточно просто пару диалогов будет выбрать, чтобы замутить. Ну, а не получится и шут бы с ним.
Here they are. Let's try not to be detected.
По-моему, оно всем доступно, потому что оно мне доступно, но у меня нет первой готики в стиме.
Who's there? You! Why do you follow us?
There's no point in hiding anymore.
Why have you followed us?
We saw you leave and followed, hoping to find Dunkus.
Are you worried about us? Don't talk nonsense. They wish to learn more. Always more.
We have no bad intentions. We just want to understand.
Ah. Follow us. Dunkas will decide.
Почему травление? А, я забыл, оно не на время, оно на заряду. Вообще, блин, конечно. Почему дверь на пещеру нарисована? Они не могли отдельно пещеры нарисовать, иконки. Не понял. Так я игру не обновлял, это старая версия. Может, и добавили.
Here we are, Dunkas.
I see that. But why are there a knights with you?
They followed us. They hope to learn something by observing us.
Their curiosity compels them so much that they will not leave us until we answer their questions.
Good summary of the situation. Our methods may be intrusive, but I need answers.
You will have some. But I'm not sure you'll like what you hear. I understand your presence, Lioness. But yours comes as quite a surprise, Yora.
She has nothing to do with it. She didn't want us to follow you.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat. And be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth. Because the wind has changed.
Close to us, Arwechnis Diri.
You were right. Johan is ready. Morian's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is hers. One cannot progress without the other. She will have to bring him to the Cave of Knowledge. This will be his last trial before creating the bond.
May their path be gentle and shielded. As for me, I hear the call ever louder, Dunkas.
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond just like each of us. But it's not yet time for you to join Enon Milfricten. So, Afra, are you satisfied with what you saw?
It was informative, although it's not what I expected. Thank you, Dunkas. This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like they really heard voices in the wind.
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that they end up hearing or seeing what they hope for.
Have you learned what you wanted to?
What they said about these young people we helped out, about the fact they were ready to bind themselves. We have a unique opportunity of seeing a transformation with our very own eyes.
But we can't follow them wherever they go.
No, of course not. I must think on it. Come back and talk to me later.
Пока что это был самый унылый квест напарника. Ну и напарник, пожалуй, самый унылый. Ничего удивительного, что и квест такой же. Эти пираньи, короче, такие подумали, решили. Мы не умеем... Они поняли, что они за Reason 2, Reason 3, Эликс не научились делать нормальную боевую систему. А к старой возвращаться им уже стыдно. Поэтому они решили вообще не делать новую боевую систему, а просто взять ее из другой игры. Даже интерфейс оставить. Это капец дурдом, конечно. Взяли просто боевку, скопировали со всеми вытекающими, включая интерфейс из For Honor. Надо додуматься. Так, может, с тобой прямо здесь можно?
Desarde, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything?
I must leave.
Ладно, видимо, пока по основному сюжету пойдем. Не позже вернемся. А, я ж забыл, они ж, да. Они ж за моды гонятся. То у нас пиратики, то у нас всего говно из разных игр намешаем. Теперь вот все ремейки начали делать, и они тоже решили. Чем мы хуже. Ладно, я все-таки решил с лекарством закончить сначала. А потом с Константином. Хоть я с ним уже и начал, но тем не менее.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I seek your High King, and I was told that you were the last to have seen him.
That was many moons ago. And if he has chosen to walk away from our world, who am I to go against his wish?
Please. I would not ask this of you if it weren't a question of life and death.
I hear your words. Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicions wrong, I will help you. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
I think you know about the conflict between my people and yours over a clearing?
Yes. One of your elders asked me to make sure you could access it again. Alas, I could not take care of it. I was busy with other problems.
Lady Morange was kind enough to talk with us to find a solution, and things were moving forward. Then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. That stopped the discussions. The old man responsible for the deaths must be punished, I agree. But not by your people. Not until we are sure we can trust you. There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum say.
Так, это подквест. А, это вообще дополнительный. Сейчас подойду. Не показывают не туда. Да где я ж рядом видел ее? Самое обидное, что это с теми же лесорубами, что был другой квест, который провалился. Ну, значит, конфликт без меня решился.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
И чё? Хоть бы написали, что делать.
Sorry, this is private.
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renaigse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Не помню, кстати, в прошлый раз я про это говорил. Я хотел сказать, но там было куча диалогов, и я не знаю, сказал я в итоге или нет. То, что в начале игры было парочка квестов с одеждой, да, там, чтобы тебя не узнали, ты мог пройти. И как бы все на этом заглохло. То есть они передумали механику, но в целом по игре она, считайте, не нужна. Можно было с тем же успехом ее вообще не вводить.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Это, конечно, классно, то, что нужно был правильный пиксель встать, чтобы скрипт дальше двинулся. Гениально.
They've resumed operations in the mine.
Monisinaga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Cossillon. I hope our nation is not involved in this business.
Вспомнить бы, кто еще такой господин Курсион. Столько всяких господинов, имен. Мне кажется, лучше бы они вместо вот этих вот кучи квестов одинаковых, они лучше бы один длинный какой-нибудь сделали. С минимум имен там и прочее. Ну, собственно, как раньше в играх от Пираний, ой, от Спайдерс было. Переборщили все-таки они с размерами. Так, не появился квест? Появился.
Desarde, I'm happy to see. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn, and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
You were right, Afra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desarde. Our new friend.
Если мы реально про отметину узнаем, то это будет уже интересный квест. Сначала закончим с этим. А это, походу, с тем чуваком, с которым был тот квест, который я провалил. То есть, что мешало его перенести на этот момент? Просто. Я бы еще понял, если бы чувак с концами пропал после того квеста. Но нет.
Sir de Corsilion.
Desarde, my young student, what can I do for you?
I've found no traces of Professor Serafedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? You never know. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see.
А, вот для кого мы эти штуки
Good.
ищем.
You have traveled great distances. And the terror... Keep doing what you're doing. Can your old professor...
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward.
Сейчас бы 2 квеста бы выполнил. Вот что хорошо, хотя бы, то, что здесь нет списка проваленных квестов. И он мне не будет глаза мозолить. То есть он просто, по сути, отменился. Текст изобилует юридическими терминами. Это документ на право собственности на имя господина Майера, в котором идет речь о земельном участке со старым рудником в окрестностях Квенвара. На документе стоит подпись господин Маранж. Чтобы разобраться в юридических тонкостях, вам потребуется ее помощь.
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Так, леди Мараш, насколько я помню, это китайская черная женщина. Да.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Давай поговорим о твоей шахте.
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet, the mine located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Come closer, good people. The cure is right.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigadu. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young woman. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix.
Какой же ты тупой.
Goodbye, madam. Best wishes to your cousin.
Мой кузен в лесу отдыхает.
Excuse me, Your Excellency, but I must hurry. I have a lot of work. Come closer, good people. The cure is right.
Sir de Corsilion. I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed
Ну ладно,
as
хотя
soon
бы
as
так.
possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself you?
Я же думал, сейчас придется с нему письмо отнести, потом на шахту, потом опять к этому. Вот опять же, если вы сделали столько беготни по некоторым квестам туда-сюда, нахрена тогда делать такие обширные локации? Делайте просто такую же беготню в более мелких локациях, как бы не сильно поменяется. Это было куда интереснее вот по одному городу вот так вот ходить и изучать его с разными персонажами. А не когда там у тебя 2-3 человека на весь город активных, и ты между ними бегаешь, между разными городами. Почему 100 точек по одному квесту в разных местах, интересно? Ладно, потом разберемся, почему. А тем временем прошло 40 минут, а я даже не приблизился к выполнению квеста последнего напарника, который у меня были планы как раз таки.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's
Драться
ministers.
будем?
The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Где-то здесь.
Are you looking for
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Cossillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tirfredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this woman threatens me.
Ну, конечно, опять невинных избивать из одного ублюдка.
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Ну, хотя они здесь как бы видели, что здесь рабство происходит, так что нифига не невинные.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
You must believe that not only gave blow or a
Ну что, достаточно тебе, чтобы это доверять мне?
What brings you here, Ono?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I am honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it, he will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Cossillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It is a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
What?
Погоди.
What brings you here?
I did what you asked of me. Would you tell me now what you know about your High King?
You have earned my trust through your actions. Now, hear me. The last time I saw him, we were in Dorhad Genedu. He wanted us to help him decide what we should do about you. You, the Renaikse. Deirdre and Bladnid wanted us to spill blood and chase you from our lands. Ulan's words were all honey, as is his talent, and wanted us to welcome you with open arms. I attempted, as is my wont, to follow the path of wisdom, that which winds between the others. Finbar was not convinced by any of us. He decided to turn to a far greater source of wisdom. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see Enonmil Frictimen.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. The great mind must have guided his footsteps in a direction beyond our understanding. But he would not have abandoned his people without first seeing his own one last time. You should go to Wenshavar. Maybe there they would know where you could find him.
Thank you, Dunkas.
Так, это пока отложим, давай. Пещеру твою. Ты еще подозрительно ко мне, кстати. Симпатия. Угу. Значит, должно быть не больше 2 квестов еще с ней, включая этот.
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Dunkas meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Dunkas will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself, like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
Не понял. Рано повернул. По идее, по уголку надо идти. Даже уже трутовик настоящий не интересен, который сейчас мимо пробежал.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
This stone and this door remind me of the place where the Tiana Hakkadactus went into hiding.
You're right. We'll probably have to use a seed here as well.
But we don't know which.
Другой способ.
Spoke the truth. We'll be rich soon. Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Ну, запугать их вряд ли получится, бандюки.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. Then we don't want any trouble. We also are explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Sorry, but we're not going anywhere.
Они, если бы они не убили бы островитянина, я бы не напал. А так заслужили смерти. Я понял, что она делает только что. Она кидает банку и выстрелом ее разбивает. Вот это круто. Привет, Геллерт.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge.
Почему квест опять исчез?
There. Place the seed on the stone.
Я это и делаю, как ты запарила. Каждое мое действие комментирую. Сделай то, сделай это.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives. The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Как ты узнала, что они молодые? Мы их еще не видели.
Esco halen. Esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem. Avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daiga ni dau. A yigi dames et
Точнее, как ты узнал, что именно эти сюда придут?
Kairto, Morian. Ages radai de radi dauem tairger began.
Kau den nes greta como lei. Nas oltargodu. Vrek de det mad advat. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No ada holeg.
Говорят под тумбоюбски, как обычно.
Where are you going? We must leave before they discover.
А, я понял. Вот хоть что-то она полезное сказала за все это время. Конечно же, взрыв они не слышали.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewan's.
How will we know when it takes place?
Duncan said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
I hope the Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Надеюсь, это финишная прямая по твоему квесту. Так, здесь мы качаем меткость. Вообще, где-то должен найти пушку, с которой требует 5 меткости. То есть явно моя не самая лучшая. Потому что милишники были орудия, которые 5 требуют. Значит, и огнестрел должен быть. Здесь на паралич копим, и качать здесь больше нечего. До конца игры осталось где-то 4 уровня прокачки. Но учитывая, что есть ачивка взять 35 уровень, скорее всего, она как раз берется ближе к концу. Если все побочки делать. Ладно, набегу уж сюда. А, мне квест не покажете, пока я не отдохну.
curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus, but I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
По-любому какая-нибудь срань сейчас будет, и тихо не получится.
How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you.
Она его
But
убьет и
I will
сожрет,
be
я
by
понял.
your side, now and forever.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinal Manawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onol Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence.
Еще F5.
Aruich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
Meneda, Meneda. You are an Onol Manawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Понятно, сектанты приперлись. Ну да, получилось не как я ожидал. Я думал, что-то будет проблемы с этим монстром какие-то. То ли Плитон сейчас его придавит, когда он его начал ставить. Ну, банально секстанты приперлись и все испортили, как обычно.
You are an
Thank you.
It's They won't touch you. Desada, we have to protect them.
You can count on me.
Да блин, это еще хуже магов. Просто через всю толпу меня расстреливают. Непонятно откуда.
Thank you.
It's They won't touch you. Desada, we have to protect them.
You can count on me.
Да, огнестрел здесь, конечно, очень зрелищно выглядит.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you
Вот
are.
концовочка квеста тоже интересная
I
была, да.
recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Дружба, отлично. Но наука мне не нужна, поэтому потеть я больше не возьму никогда в жизни. Ну, разве что у тебя еще вдруг квест появится сейчас внезапный.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some?
I must leave.
Прощай, возвращаем Петручу. Тем временем новая локация. Вроде бы с этой их 3 осталось. Вот, к примеру, чем эта локация, вот сейчас вот если просто бежать, отличается от прошлой? Вообще ничем. Реально одного и того же понаделали. Зачем? Это все-таки игра куда больше похожа, чем на Dragon Age 2, чем поначалу может показаться. Так. Мэнненфалак остался. Анимайт остался. Ну да, включая эту диалоги осталось. Все правильно. Причем одна из которых, скорее всего, финальная коротенькая будет. Лес и вот эти вот тумба-юмбы. Плюс замок. Блин, хочу меч, как у тебя. Ну, не замок, а город.
Bird Tiltomad on Olmanawi. Esqueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not speak your language.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse? I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for you?
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tirfredi. And I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island. But I was hoping someone here might know where he is hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What I will say.
Какой-то особый клан с этими мечами. Не понял, я же видел, здесь еще можно было с двумя поговорить. А это я на мини-карте видел. На карте, в смысле. Так, с тобой говорил, но у тебя почему-то осталось.
Tirtumad, it is rare to see Renaigse here. Is there something I can do for you?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vimbar. She wanted the mountains to take her as well.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaigse could understand. Our High King is on Olmanawi, and a Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the Enolmil Frichtimen. Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the Cavern of Knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Where is this Cavern of Knowledge located?
We don't know. The Caverns of Knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
Anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Is there...
I'm looking for High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island. But someone here in his village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. But you will not find her here. Anything else?
Она говорит Сера. Субтитры Кера.
Thank you for your...
Видимо, когда переводили, у них только текст был. А учитывая, какие тут запоминающиеся в кавычках персонажи, и насколько они все разнообразные, неудивительно, что такие косяки всплывают.
Might I do so?
I heard talk about a cavern of knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Tiafradi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place, a place for only the Donegada. Anything else?
Goodbye.
Ты немножко ошибся. Туда могут войти только те, кого ты назвал, и я. Место силы. Нужно ли мне оно? Загоняй сюда, может быть, проход дальше. Рядышком. И вы катаетесь. Действительно проход. Так. Ну, я разными смазками не пользуюсь, пока у меня есть яд. Да и оживлением я особо не пользуюсь. Давай, короче, тебя на низ пока. Я так редко пользуюсь оживлением, что его можно так просто будет через менюшку убирать. Хотя и параличом вряд ли буду пользоваться зачем. Только там в каком-нибудь боссе одном, которого вряд ли будет действовать. Типа зачем паралич, если у меня есть массовая штука, которая всех уничтожает. Я бы вкачал магию на самом деле, какую-нибудь боевую, но там интеллект нужно прокачивать. А мне еще выносливость нужна. Кстати, ее мы в следующий раз будем качать. Я схожу, посмотрю, что там в пещере. Может быть, она сквозная. На ту сторону. А, понятно. Здесь будет квест. За сегодня хотя бы все локи открыть. Постараться. Пойдем наверх. Вот и все костры найдены. Вот эта область не нужна, потому что там ничего важного. Опять дикарок принижают.
We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us.
You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science, its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
I understand you may be impatient, and these so-called scholars deserve to be
Я не
punished.
понял.
But if we waited until nightfall, we could set her free discreetly and take her somewhere safe.
Как спуститься вниз-то? Неужели такой обход большой делать? Стелс-миссия опять. Ну ладно, давай попробуем там утром пройтись.
Halt! Who goes there?
Как ты увидел?
But I recognize this face. Lady de Sade, what a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onol-Manawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them, and certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter, but as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon, and to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Lady de Sade has a soft spot for the savages, but she understands the price of knowledge. As proof, she spared my life during our last encounter.
Да, я помню, я еще говорил, что типа влияет это интересно на будущее или нет.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in Duren's jails, or likely even dead. I took you for sages, doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Ugh, free her now. We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wenshavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe that this is where he is hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
По-моему, за всю игру второй квест, где меня сопровождают к какой-то точке. Привет, Алексей. Я же говорил, тут будет квест. То То есть достать меч и прорубить листья никак, да? А, нет, это другое место.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you are not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of
Это
everything.
хуже, чем Аркания.
And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
Но я видео посмотрел, как бы там уже все понятно сразу стало.
Paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he is walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaikse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
Они умудрились в этом году 2 игры, одни из моих любимых, обосрать. Делают новую готику внезапно. Убожество. И руну вторую выпускают убожество. И вот мне интересно, переплюнули ли вот это срань руну вторую.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Doneigad, becoming a Nadaig Menemen. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Doneigada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Doneigad surrenders to Enon Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Причем самое печальное не сколько то, что этот высер они высрали. Ладно бы высрали и высрали. Печалит тот факт, что под этим высером на ютубе куча лайков. Вот что пугает больше всего.
This This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. It seems that this door is just in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I have run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here, there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones, and behind the face of the volcano, we also see a path that leads there, like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk, and the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enolmir Frichtime.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we have learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there is still enough of him left to answer us.
What do you hope to ask of him?
We hope that he will agree to take us into the sanctuary of Dorhad-Genadu.
What do you hope to ask of him? Why would the Renaik say? It matter not. My head spins. I will wait for you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you shortly.
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Понятно. И вот помогай после этого людям. Вообще-то должна лучше меня эту пещеру знать и знать про этом выходе. Его тоже заблокировать.
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
А, ну вот теперь к тем веткам, да.
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge.
А, то есть ты просто можешь пройти здесь. Замечательно. Обожаю такие ограничения. Понятно. Шорткатная. Отвали, не нужны мне шмотки. Можно мне такого босса? Нет, не убивай. Не убивай. Думаю, пора лейф 5. Угу, новая лока. Предпоследняя, кстати. Ну, последняя, видимо, под веткой Константина будет.
We've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here.
Ну, либо когда мы обе ветки закроем, будет новая лока какая-то.
May the enlightened preserve us. They are enormous. What manner of bird could have lost them?
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains.
Надеюсь, он очень огромный.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. Over there, more feathers.
Вот это красивое место. Мне нравится. Наконец-то я нашел место, где можно вот так забраться. Впервые. Ну, с имеющимися навыками, естественно. Так, что там делает, кстати? Длительность действия, пробивание брони. Вот это уже интересней. Стоимость. Ну, я не вижу смысла в этом. Как бы хил, по сути, то же самое делает. Устойчивость, это тоже хорошо. Да, вот эту ветку паралича имеет смысл только... А, я мог ее качать через этот... Через хил. Блин, не нужно было паралич качать, нужно было вот сюда идти. В щит сразу. Ну, уже не важно. Я так всех выношу. Если что, можно будет перекачаться.
We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here. I hope he'll agree to help us enter the heart of the mountain. All that remains is to find a way to get in. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it is obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed.
Вот, клади быстрей.
And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? How can we learn which plant seed is required?
Vinbar was distant. He spoke little. Only one person shared both his love and his secrets.
You are right. We need to find this Sarah. The seed that I have is not enough. I need to find Sarah. She might be able to help. Let's return to the village. Until I can find the missing seed, the passage will not open up.
В конце гора, прям как в этом. В Ризане.
Sarah doesn't seem to have returned to her
Опять
village.
ее искать.
Someone here might know where to find her.
If she came by here after having locked us up in the grotto, she would have warned them we were coming. So even if they know where she's gone, they won't tell us a thing.
My child, we have a more urgent task at hand than to find that woman. Your cousin is still reported missing and must be in great danger.
Yes, that's true.
Отлично. Я, в принципе, сейчас хотел идти к Константину, потому что... Да, я вот как почувствовал, что это финал. Думал, сейчас найду Сару эту, Сэру, Керу, и пойду к Константину перед воротами. Но игра меня сама заставила, и это хорошо. Жаль, она сделала того же, когда я завалил побочку с лесорубами. Да не с тобой я хотел поговорить.
Karanz, do you need something?
Так, ну, видимо, любви больше не будет. Ну, не больно-то и хотелось.
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. You are on Olmenawi. How can I help?
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have an idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked, decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Donegan. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No,
Привет,
they are
Юсов.
not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another Donegad must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals, the earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well. I must go. I need to continue my investigations.
When you have discovered anything, let me know.
I have to go.
Может, сегодня пройдем как раз. Лишний часик посижу. Тем более завтра снова выходные. Рано не вставать. Но меня смущает, что у меня у мостового альянса подозрительность. То есть это намек на кучу побочных квестов с ними. Либо они единственными врагами будут. Фиг знает, непонятно.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, milady?
I am looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me? I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I am sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet. I need to be...
I would...
Это неинтересно, эти квесты делать не буду. Так, есть побочки. Ну, такой маленький лагерь, я думал, он огромный будет. Как в Ведьмаке 2.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
Помер.
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Уж я его тупо скрафчу и все. Ну да. В смысле 0 из 1. Теперь 2 из 1. Кочеглюк какой-то был. Насрать. Ресурсов много.
you able to concoct?
Yes.
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Не могли перемотать мне. Костер не так далеко. Не, вообще далеко. Просто линия прямая. Всяких разветвлений дурацких. Что-то мне подсказывает, что 35-й я все-таки не возьму. Что будет странно, учитывая, что я делал все побочки, кроме одной, на которую я, ну, может быть, половину опыта только возьму, половину уровня. И всех врагов убивал по дороге. Не знаю, может там под конец насыпется сюжетное много. Как обычно бывает.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days, and we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Konstantin Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching them. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes. It's best I leave you now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Репутацию давай тогда
Please,
за это.
I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man, and he told me what he saw. He and his
Чё,
company
парнишка,
heard
он, блин,
sounds
бородатый
of the
дед
attack,
какой-то там. Не
and we
дед,
went
но
to investigate.
на лет
My
25
cousin's
выглядит.
escort were nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good woman, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Да. Походу реально насыпет много опыта. Хотя по 2000 за квест. Не, это мало. Я не смогу Я был неправ. Я же не смогу по этой ветке пойти. Паралич обязательно, чтобы сюда двинуться. То, что тут замочек висит. Что за музыка? Не хитрить вас тут. Не понимаю, почему. Почему эти вот найти и допросить Киру висят вот здесь? Стоп, Кера. Все, это другое, все нормально, я ошибся. Я думал, это все те штуки висят, которые раньше висели. Они никчемные стали, эти враги. Самые раздражающие в игре. Вот опять мне заставляют огромную территорию бежать по локации, где я уже был. По пустой локации. Я сейчас поговорю, придется обратно бежать столько же.
Hello. Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield. I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who was protecting him. Katasak, one of your greatest Donegad.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasak.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasak, and the worst, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasak had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him, to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there, and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasak. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Какая-то ветка поинтересней начинается, прошлый. Там просто лекарства искали. А здесь уже какие-то интриги начались. Ни хрена себе.
I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty. And even more for what we are about to do. Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell. Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her. Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her.
Я же... А, вот могу все еще.
Retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or musket shot. The main wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the extent that the skin has been torn, and the ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasak bore the brunt of this attack of incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that would have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we are tracking a man or a creature capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasak, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack. nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned? Or angered by what happened to Katazak?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives. Your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadaktas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Ладно, чувствую, здесь замутки еще надолго. А это даже не финишная прямая, потому что после Константина там еще в пещеру идти. Еще целый лока, скорее всего, будет. Поэтому, я думаю, сегодня я уже не успею. 2 часа сидеть не хочу. Знал наверняка, сколько осталось. Там уже видно было бы. Короче, пройдем игру завтра. А завтра днем будет Astral Chain, скорее всего. Либо что-то еще. В районе 12-2 дня. А эту игру продолжим тоже завтра, но уже в это же время, как сегодня. И, надеюсь, закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Пока-пока.